Good afternoon and welcome inside the Athletic and Wellness Center. We bring you the final game of the first semester. It is the Fleming Phoenix taking on the Centennial Colts. Once again, welcome inside the Athletic and Wellness Center. My name is Jack Middleton. I'm alongside Anthony Santia. Anthony, we got a good game here today. The second place 9-1 Centennial Colts will take on the 9th place 1-9 Fleming Phoenix. Anthony, set up this game for me.
Well, it's going to be very exciting. Again, as we were talking about the women's game, both teams are going to want to end off the first half of the season on a win. Fleming especially trying to find any type of form before going into the winter break. Centennial looking to stay hot, as you said, 9-1, second in the East. Going to try to tie it and see if they can end up on top going into the break.
Yeah, the Georgian Grizzlies did win their game yesterday against the Durham Lords in 5 sets, pushing them to 10-1. So the Colts trying to stay with them and go to 10-1 as well, heading into the winter break. I'm going to highlight some players like Gianluca Rigetto. We don't know if he's coming back or not. We have no idea. His program does finish this semester, but we don't know if he's coming back. But he has been a steady point for the Centennial Colts. So we look for the Colts to use him a whole lot. As we say that, game day announcer Ryan Miller is about to bring us starting lineups before we begin this game. there were your starting lineups from game day announcer Ryan Miller. If you're just joining us, it's Jack Middleton alongside Anthony Santia. The starting lineup for the Centennial Colts: Gianluca Righetta on the left side. Pedro Casalato is the libero. Bosco Ducharme, middle blocker. Ruslan Delaware is your outside hitter. Michael Matsudo, the setter. Nathan Haran, outside hitter. And Nolan Tuck is the middle blocker, as well as Caden Delorme is your backup libero. The Phoenix are going to have the first serve. It goes to Hunter Hoskins. His serve, dug out by Casalato. Matsudo sets to Ducharme. A good dig up in the air to Righetta. And what a start for the Centennial Colts.
Well, if it doesn't work first time, try it again and it'll happen for you. Persistency is key.
Before we get too deep into this game, today is the food drive game for the Colts. The women's soccer team here at the school is putting on a food drive in support of the North York Harvest Food Bank. So if you're in the area and are able to donate anything, money, time, food, if you're able to bring it down to the Athletic and Wellness Center, the women's soccer team will be happy to take donations. One of their members will come up here and join me at some point in this game to talk about their food drive. But as we do that, it's 1-1 between the Phoenix and the Colts. Hoskins tips it over. Delaware digs. Matsudo sets to Hara off the hands of the block. The Phoenix are going to reset it. It'll go to Jeremiah Pepper, unable to get there. The set for the Colts goes to Righetta. He plays it across. The Phoenix sets to the back off the hands of Casalato, and a good kill from Calvin DeCote.
Yeah, he smashed that one down. Nothing Casalato was able to do there.
Back to serve for the Phoenix will be the aforementioned Calvin DeCote. His serve is put into the net, so a service error ties this game at 2. Gianluca Righetta back to serve. Best player for the Colts by far, 5th in kills in the OCAA, 4th in points. He is doing everything that he did last year, and hopefully he returns as Righetta digs that one. Matsudo set goes far side to Delaware, off the hands of the block, and a diving save by DeCote. The set goes to the back to Hoskins, tipped over the net. Righetta hops in the air. A good fake goes to Hara. The Phoenix will set, tipped over the block. Delaware keeps it alive. A battle at the net. We're playing ping pong. Righetta sets far side to Delaware. He tips it over. Phoenix have the ball. The set goes to the back off of nobody. I believe it's a Colts point. Just a miss hit there at the back of the court for Calvin DeCote.
Yeah, that one seems to have just been rolled off his fingers as he launched it way back.
So an early 3-2 lead for the Colts. Gianluca Righetta on the serve. Righetta serve, a good one. The set goes quickly into the middle. Dug out by Delorme, but a net touch, I believe, by Ducharme at the net. So we are tied at 3s, sending back Connor Entwistle.
Quick start here for both teams. Always fun to see.
And Entwistle's serve is a good one, dug out by Casalato. The set goes quickly to Ducharme and hammers that thing to the floor.
He was set up perfectly. Nobody wanted to get near that ball.
A quick strike that the Colts haven't been able to use a whole lot throughout the season. Normally in the middle. Sorry, I'm trying to breathe. I'm still out of breath from running over here. Normally in the middle is Michael Coropy. Not playing today, but Ducharme is playing very well as that set goes to Hara through the hands of the block. And then the Colts have a 5-3 lead. But with Bosco Ducharme, the quickness of Ducharme in the middle, and Matsudo's timing there, maybe they're able to use a quick set to the middle a lot more than they have in the past. I mean, they're 9-1, so
something's working.
Yeah, are you really going to change it up? But maybe they use it. The quick set at the net. Tuck plays it back over. They'll set it. Goes across the net to Pepper. Out of the reach of Matsudo. And a point for the Phoenix. On the serve is Ben Wright. Wright with a little roll. The lefty. Played well by Casalato. Matsudo's set goes to Hara. He'll just flick that over the net. The set goes far side to Hoskins, dug out by Hara. Matsudo sets Delaware, blocked at the net by Hunter Hoskins. The Phoenix are coming out strong here in the first set. It's a 5-5 tie. They did play each other in the preseason. The Colts won that one, I believe, in 4 sets. Obviously, can't do much about the preseason. I mean, everybody's playing. It's not your best players, I'm sure, as that serve is rolled into the net. The Colts take the point, sending Nathan Hara back to serve. Hara's serve floats over everybody, and a service error from the Colts pushes it back to a tie at 6. I guess we'll mention one more time that our score box isn't working. Our scoreboard on the stream just isn't connecting for us today. But you do see the scoreboard in the background of our stream, so you'll be able to keep track of the numbers if I don't say it, as that set there is a lift, I believe, at the net. The Colts take the point and back in the lead.
Yeah, you said 7-6 Colts. We're going to try our best to keep you guys updated at home with the scores, but if you are wondering, and we don't say it, there is a scoreboard on the screen.
Ruslan Delaware on the serve. Handled well. The set goes quickly into the middle and tapped over. A good save by DeLorme as Rigetto hammers that to the ground. All because of the diving save by Caden DeLorme.
That's massive. We're in for a good match here.
Delaware on the serve. He just rolls that over. A great serve, a smart serve from Ruslan Delaware.
Huge backspin on that serve as it just dips. Now Fleming decides to put people closer to the net.
Delaware, he'll hammer that one just off the fingertips. That'll roll out to the left. So as normal in volleyball, the ace followed by the error. And a 9-7 Colts lead. The serve is Kieran Knight. Handled by Rigetto. Castellato sets to Rigetto. 2 behind him, but a nice block at the net by Hunter Hoskins. Just like the women's game, we're going back and forth early. Yeah. The Knights, that's their old name, by the way. The Phoenix staying in it. As the quick set goes to Tuck, he'll hammer that out. No touch at the net, so the Phoenix take the point.
Yeah, the first game between the women's teams was very back and forth until ultimately in all 3 of the sets, Centennial were able to pull out late ahead. So we'll see if either team's able to really pull out and have a huge streak here.
Hara's kill handled well by the Phoenix. The set goes to the close side here to DeCoke. The Colts send 3, but nobody able to keep their hands on it. And a Phoenix lead at 10-9. Nice serve, handled by Delaware. The set from Matsudo goes to Rigetto. It's blocked at the net again, but it's out of play on this close side. Too much power from Rigetto.
There you go, 10-all.
Nolan Tuck on the serve for the Colts. Tuck will float that through the hands of Calvin DeCoke, and it's a service ace for Nolan Tuck.
Yeah, I just completely bobbled that.
Tuck now switches sides of the floors. We'll mix up now. Tuck spins that. DeCoke keeps it alive. The set's going to go to DeCoke. The Colts send 3. They tip it over, but Hara keeps it alive. Matsudo sets to Rigetto. He'll left hand push that over. A battle at the net. Ducharme touches to Delaware. Off the hands of the block. The Colts retake the ball. Delaware will hop in the set. Rigetto's swing there just a little bit mistimed. So the Phoenix take the point. A good little rally there between the two teams. The serve is handled by Delaware. Matsudo sets to Rigetto. Dug out well by Sarkol. Ducharme's going to set to Matsudo. He'll play it over. Matsudo normally doesn't get a whole lot of sets himself. I love it. The Coke plays it over. Delaware keeps it alive, but a net touch. Not sure who touched the net. I believe it was Bosco on that replay. Maybe it was Jean-Luca. I don't know. We sent a whole lot of blockers. Somebody touched the net.
Yeah, there was 3 bound to happen.
So the Phoenix take the point as that serve, I believe that was from Hunter Hoskins, is hit out. So a 12-12 tie. Katsudo, quick serve. The set goes quickly into the middle off the body of Caden DeLorme. It was so quick I didn't even get a number. I have no idea who hit that ball.
Don't ask me.
No clue.
I'm out of it.
No clue. It was so quick. That's how good that was, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm not paying attention. Maybe I got to focus, you know?
It's a lot of moving components to a volleyball game. People subbing in and out, balls flying, people jumping into each other.
That serve from DeCote does fly out, so the Colts have the ball back into Gianluca Rigetto. Why do I say his name horribly every time? As Rigetto's serve is off the tape and out of play.
Number 4. She's decided to have a little bit of fun, diving very late, basically mocking how far that ball was out of bounds.
Connor Entwistle on the serve, handled by Castellato. Matsudo set quickly to Ducharme. No touch at the net, so the Phoenix take that point, now have a 2-point lead.
You said it 15-13 Fleming, midway through the first.
And Whistle serve, a side spin, but handled by Rigetto. Matsudo sets to Delaware off the hands of the block and kept alive. That set goes quickly to Hunter Hoskins, but a little mistimed jump, and the Colts will take the point. Bosco Ducharme has the serve for the Colts, down by 1 early on here in set number 1. Ducharme's serve, handled by DeCote. The set's going to come close side to Pepper. That hit, I believe, is out on the far side. I looked down to see his name. I didn't see it. Oh, how did that hit that pole? I have no idea the physics on that, but the Colts will take that little mistake and tie the game at 15. Ducharme's serve is a floater. It's going to float over everybody.
Saw a couple of those in the women's game as well.
So Ben Wright hops back from Gravenhurst, one of the most veteran players on this team, as a second year, by the way. A lot of first-year players on this Fleming team, as his serve is flagged out. And it's a Colts point. That was as close as it possibly could have been. I see the comments down there. I believe that's lovely Shoya Hase saying, what do you say? Good morning, Jack. Hi, Shoya. How are you? Better answer me back as we get back in action. A great diving save by Rigetto. Hara free balls it to the close corner. Pepper, the set goes close side
almost kept
to
up.
Hoskins, and a good kill out of the reach of the Colts. And I believe that's going to force a timeout from Jordan Timpson. A 17-16 early Fleming Phoenix lead here in set number 1. We'll be back in just a few moments. Back inside the Athletic and Wellness Center, we have a quick serve there by Pepper as Delaware hammers that off the block. And it's flagged in as well, so it is a Colts point. A good timeout there from Timpson to stop a little run, sending Rustlin Delaware back to serve. Delaware's serve is skied, and I believe that hit the back wall on the fly.
Talk about a powerful serve.
Just a little miss hit there from Rustlin Delaware.
You smash that one. Those ones always catch me by surprise.
So the Phoenix sub out Kieran Knight, and I believe coming in to serve is number 6, Carson Burr. Burr's serve is also going to fly out at the back of the court, so that substitution doesn't really pay dividends for the Phoenix as he'll exit the game. Back in is Kieran Knight. We're tied at 18 here in set number 1, sending Nolan Tuck back to serve. Tuck serve. He'll float that off the hands of DeCoke. I believe it goes through the rafters. It doesn't hit anything. Tipped out and out of the reach of Jeremiah Pepper.
Didn't look like it hit the rafters, so it was still in play, but unfortunately it was just too far back for Pepper.
Tuck serves again, and that's a very good one off the tape, handled by Pepper. The set goes to DeCoke, touched at the net. I believe that's a 4-touch, no touch at the net. Matsudo said he didn't block that. I don't think he did. There's a lot of movement on the net. So the Colts take the point, now a 2-point lead. It's 20-18.
So they're going to be looking to ride this momentum.
As we say that, a timeout from the Fleming Phoenix. A little bit of a confusing one, and wasn't whistled out too well. But head coach Jordan Ross of the Phoenix takes his first timeout as the Colts lead it 20-18 here in set number 1. Welcome back inside the Athletic and Wellness Center. Colts leading 20-18 with Nolan Tuck on the serve. His serve mishandled by Pepper one more time and into the rafters. So a service ace for Nolan Tuck.
Yeah, that time it did hit the rafters. It's going to be an instant point.
Tuck serve, he floats it back and finally out of play. A good leave there from Calvin DeCoke, and a good run from Nolan Tuck on the serve. 4-point swing as the Colts now have a 21-19 lead. The serve from Hoskins, mishandled by Delaware, but Matsudo able to keep it alive. Hara plays it over. The Phoenix try and go quick to the middle, off the hands of the block. A kill there from Calvin DeCoke. Sends back Hunter Hoskins on the serve. Handled by Delaware. Matsudo set goes to Hara on the close side. Blocked at the net from DeCoke.
That's an incredible block. Let's take a replay here.
Those are the hardest blocks. He's pretty much the lone blocker as the middle blocker doesn't get over in time, especially with Hara jumping from the back line. It's tough to read, but DeCoke, a great block, keeping Hoskins alive. And now we're tied at 21 as the set goes to Rigetto off the hands of the block. Pepper is almost kept alive. He'll swing and it goes into the rafters. A good attempt from not only Pepper but Ben Wright and the whole Phoenix team, but hammers that into the rafters, and the Colts retake the lead at 22-21.
Very close first set.
Matsudo goes quickly to Koch. The set's going to go to DeCoke and tipped over the net. Matsudo, Delaware to Rigetto. He'll roll it over the net. Sarkol keeps it alive. The set goes quickly and played into the back corner, and a very smart play from Connor Entwistle, tying the game back up.
Very good play. Delaware let that run, thinking it was going to be out of bounds, but it's going to count, and Colts are going to call a timeout.
And it forces Jordan Timpson to call his timeout, not looking to go down by one set. As we're tied here at 22 in set number 1. On the other side of the break, we'll finish set number 1. Inside the Athletic and Wellness Center, Calvin DeCope has the serve. Delaware misplays it. Touched at the net. Jeremiah Pepper, he had every bit of chance to put that over the net and give the Phoenix the lead, but he touches the net. So the Colts take the point, retake the lead at 23-22. Gianluca Rigetto has the serve. He'll roll it over the net off the tape. Pepper swings. It'll go into the middle. Dan Whistle will play it over. DeLorme goes Matsudo quickly to Ducharme. Just a missed time kind of screws up the blockers at the net. Nobody gets tight to the net as the Colts take the point, push it to set point, but not until Jordan Ross takes his final timeout. So we'll head back to the break as the Colts are at set point. Gianluca Rigetto's serve back here at set point as Pepper plays it over. DeLorme. Matsudo, he'll set. Hara off the hands of the block, and the Colts take the point, and they'll take set number 1 by a score of 25-22. An early lead for the Centennial Colts. We'll head to break for 3 minutes. On the other side, we have set number 2. Welcome back inside the Athletic and Wellness Center. Set number 2 coming your way. The Colts won the first one, 25-22, a close set between the Phoenix and the Colts. As we go into set number 2, I'll remind you that after this set, we're going to bring up a member of the women's soccer team to talk about the food drive that they're putting together today in support of the North York Harvest Food Bank. As we get going with a Matsudo serve, the set goes to DeCoke. Kept alive, racing him off the top of the head. The set from the Phoenix is going to be played over. That looks like a 4-touch. No call. Ducharme kept alive by Sarkol. The set will go to Hoskins. He'll tip it over as Deloire's set goes to Rigetto. He'll hammer that over the block. It was a touch at the net and a Colts point.
I think that was just to appease the Centennial bench, as there was a lot of grunting and moaning.
It looked like there was a 4-touch for the Phoenix in the middle of that.
Gonna be honest, I'm not the greatest at counting, so I don't know.
Counting all the way up to 4A, it's really hard. I know.
Sometimes it's tough. I've been out of school for a little bit.
That's right. I saw Captain Castellato back there making a big fuss.
Yeah, he was not happy.
A good solo block there at the net by Gianluca Rigetto. The Colts take the second point. They're up 2-0. These serves from Matsudo are crazy weird. If you can hear the whistle, he's normally so quick. Not anymore. The minute I say it, he's not going to be quick. A good serve, though, off the tape. Kept alive. The set goes to DeCoke. Block at the net one more time, but just out. Flagged by the ground judge.
Right call.
It was a good call as well. A good leave there from Kyle Sarkol.
Great replay. That's a phenomenal replay.
That's why we love that producer over there, Leo Solar-Sano. We love that guy. Hoskins serve. Little mishandle from Castellato. Put over the net from DeCoke as he'll tie it up himself. Hunter Hoskins on the serve. He'll serve handled this time by Castellato. Matsudo quick set 2. Ducharme in the middle. Little knuckleball fools the Fleming Phoenix defense.
It's crazy because there was a block put up and the ball just kind of maneuvered around it.
Rigetto on the serve for the Colts. He'll roll it over. Pepper. The set goes to Hoskins. Kept alive by Rigetto. Matsudo's going to set Deloire. He'll make a smart play, hammer it off the hands of the block, off the hands of Ben Wright. A good smart play from Ruslan Deloire. A 4-2 lead for the Colts as Rigetto still has the serve. Powerful serve. Mishandled by Peppers. What power from Gianluca Rigetto, and it's a service ace for Gianluca Rigetto.
I would not want to be on the receiving end of a powerful strike like that.
Rigetto's serve.
Wow.
Just off the fingertips, unable to roll that over the net, so a service error gives the ball back to the Phoenix. But a 5-3 Colts lead.
Same amount of power, but that time he just didn't control it as good. It's a strong man.
Calvin DeCoke on the serve. Castellato keeps it alive. The set goes to Thrasingham, and he brings himself into this game.
Thrasingham's here. I was talking about in between sets. I miss saying his name. He's like so good. That's awesome.
Probably one of the most unsung heroes on this Colts team in the first semester. Showing up, and he's played amazing. And Anthony loves saying his name.
Because I just feel like
the ball is played over. Matsudo sets Deloire. Free ball is a smart play by Deloire. Great placement on that ball from Ruslan Deloire. A 7-3 lead for the Colts in set number 2.
Look, whenever Thrasingham's involved, it's always a highlight reel play. So that's why I enjoy whenever he's on the court.
Ducharme serve. Sarkol, a little mishandle. It goes into the rafters, and it forces a Fleming timeout. Coach Jordan Ross is unhappy with the start here in set number 2 as the Colts lead it 8-3. Welcome back inside the Athletic and Wellness Center. Jack Middleton alongside Anthony Santia bringing you this game. An 8-3 lead for the Centennial Colts as Bosco Ducharme restarts us. His serve, the set goes quickly to Pepper. A powerful kill there. Matsudo tries to set to Delaware, unable to get there. It was a good dig from Rigetto, but Matsudo set just a little bit too far and out of the reach of Delaware.
Definitely goes off that little pole.
Connor Entwistle has the serve for the Phoenix. His serve, handled by Castellato. Matsudo quick set, trying to find Tuck, but it is played over by Delaware. The Phoenix set goes all the way to Pepper. A diving save by Rigetto, touched by Castellato and played over. A free ball. Delaware's going to push it back over and reset it for the Phoenix. And played over the net. Castellato, Matsudo goes quickly to Tuck, and that one works out well. Powerful kill from Nolan Tuck.
I was going to say, like 4 or 5 hits earlier when Rigetto kept it up, it was probably going out. So they'll be happy that they still got the point because it could have been wasted.
Thrasingham has the serve. It's mishandled in the middle by DeCoke, and a service ace for A.J. Thrasingham.
Thrasingham comes in, messes him up with the ace. It's awesome. It's fun to watch.
Thrasingham with another serve. It's powerful off the hands of Sarkol. Nobody able to go grab that for the Phoenix. And another ace for A.J. Thrasingham.
We'll start calling him Ace Thrasingham.
Look at you. You always have the dad jokes. I love it, Anthony. I love it so much. Thrasingham back, and look what you did, Anthony. Anyways, Thrasingham powers that one into the net. Stopping his little run. 2 aces and a service error. Gives the ball back to the Phoenix.
Hey, all I got to say is you're lucky that one went in as an error, because I was about to say something about him being number 3 and get 3 in a row.
But the Phoenix give the ball right back. We trade service errors on that serve from Ben Wright. Colts now lead it 12-5. Rustlin Delaware on the serve. It hits the tape and rolls over. Sarkol keeps it alive. The set goes to Pepper and blocked at the net from Gianluca Rigetto.
That's a huge block.
That set was just kind of out of the reach of Pepper. Rigetto goes up and blocks that himself, taking the point for the Colts. Rustlin Delaware, a good serve handled by Sarkol. The quick set goes into the middle. Delaware keeps it alive with a good diving play. They'll set to the far side. It goes to Hoskins, as the Colts are just going to play a free ball and just a little bit too far from Rustlin Delaware.
That was a good leave.
Just a free ball pushed a little bit too far. Gives the Phoenix the points and sends Jeremiah Pepper back to the line. Matsudo sets quickly to Tuck and off the hands.
Ooh, good try, good try.
A good diving try from Pepper, but off the hands of Ben Wright. Colts take the point. This is all they need to do. A huge lead, an 8-point lead. Just trading points back and forth will get them to where they need to go and have a 2-set lead. Nolan Tuck goes back to serve. He's got the ball. A little mix-up. He had the wrong ball. No worries, though, is Tuck's serve. Handled by Pepper. A quick set. That's got to be a lift, I believe. It is. He just couldn't get underneath it. And the Phoenix are going to take their second timeout of the set. Jordan Ross still unhappy with the way his team's playing, as the Colts lead it 15-6 here in set number 2. Back inside the Athletic and Wellness Center, Nolan Tuck. I believe a yellow card handed out to Jordan Timpson there, just, I believe, wasting a little bit of time. Can be the only reason why that yellow card gets handed out.
I wouldn't assume that he's upset or angry for any reason whatsoever, but nonetheless, we'll get back into this one.
The serve from Tuck is handled well. The set's going to go far side to DeCote. He has to play it over. Matsudo sets quickly to Ducharme, and the knuckleball is going to fool the defense.
Let's go look at the replay here. Yeah, just kind of pops in between his arms.
I believe there's a substitution for the Colts happening. Ruslan Delaware coming out. And I believe coming in is number 16, Milan Zvojnovic.
Great diving save there.
The set from the Phoenix goes into the middle. Off the hands of Knight. The Phoenix unable to keep it alive. Hopefully he is all right. He runs into our little dividers. We have to put those dividers up as we've had a couple little skirmishes at the school in years past. It sucks in volleyball, but he's all right, thankfully.
I just hope he didn't fall on the actual pole.
The Colts take the point. Tuck has another serve. The set goes behind him to Hunter Hoskins. Rigetto has a good attempt at a kill, but
great block.
Pops up to DeCoke, and the three-man block is put up at the net by the Colts as they continue to move ahead. They're up by 12, 18-6.
Yeah, they've really just given Fleming no legs to stand on in the second set.
So Timpson using this big lead to get some of his bench players in. Matsudo's going to come out, and into the game comes Andrew Rose, so a new setter. Tuck floats that over. Pepper unable to handle it, but the Phoenix keep it alive. Sarkol plays it over. Zvojnovic. Rose goes quickly to Ducharme, and a good play by Bosco Ducharme.
Wow. It's crazy. And Fleming, they just have to take it. They have no more timeouts. They can't disrupt nothing with a timeout. Like, they're stuck. This is very bad positioning for Fleming.
19-6 is Tuck's serve handled by DeCoke. The set's going to go far side. Nobody there. Sarkol plays it over. Rose, he'll set to Rigetto off the hands of the block and reset. Ducharme. Rose, he'll play it behind him to Thrasingham. He'll hammer that over the block and out of play. So the Phoenix finally stopped the run from Nolan Tuck.
12-point lead as it's currently 19-7 for Centennial. Again, if you're just joining us, our scoreboard is having issues, but you can see in the top right corner. So if you are wondering, and if either me or Jack doesn't state what the score is, you can always look at the scoreboard there, as that's always up to date.
The Phoenix make a substitution. Carson Burr comes in and he'll have the serve. Burr serve floated over. Mishandled by Zvojnovic. And a service ace there for Carson Burr. Burr back to serve. Still down 19-8 though as he floats that one over. Castellato plays it. Rose's quick set goes to Ducharme and played over the net. Rose and Ducharme, a good connection early on.
They keep on getting them with that little setup and smash. Fleming go for the smash, and the block will be out, so it will be Fleming's point again. It'll be Hoskins getting ready for the serve. So that one goes right into the net for another service error. 21-9 for Centennial. It's be Gianluca Regato getting ready to serve this one.
My apologies. Just had to go check in with the women's soccer team just to see how the food drive is going. I'll update that number when I get a chance, as that kill is put into the net. So a 22-9 lead for the Colts here in set number 2. Looking to coast their way to a 2-0 lead as Gianluca Righetto heads back to serve. The serve from Righetto is out on the far side of the court.
Just curls out of play.
So the Phoenix finally get to double digits. It's 22-10. Back to serve is Calvin DeCoke for the Phoenix. His serve, played by DeLorme. Set from Rose, goes far side to Thrasingham. Dug out well by DeCoke. The set goes far side, but go to Armando Reyes. Played back over the net, and just a little mistiming. Entwistle didn't want to reach over the net, obviously not allowed to. Entwistle just pulls back, and the ball floats over his head, lands in play, so a 23-10 lead.
Yeah, he just kind of left himself in a bad position there.
Ducharme serve, handled by DeCoke. The set goes quickly into the middle and tipped over out of the reach of a diving Rose. A good tip over the net by Connor Entwistle.
It's a little 12-point lead for Centennial. They're not necessarily in any trouble here. Fleming do need to go on a tremendous run if they are going to try to steal this set right under Centennial's noses.
The serve from Entwistle. Rose is going to set far side to Zavoinovic, out of the reach of Milan. A mistake from the Colts, giving the Phoenix another point.
Yeah, giving them some life.
Entwistle still back to serve. His serve is a good one. Handled by Righetto, kept up by Rose, and played over by DeLorme. The Phoenix are going to go quickly, tipped over the net by the setter right. The set goes all the way to Zavoinovic and finally makes one pay out of the reach of a diving Calvin DeCoke, and a point for Milan Zavoinovic.
Centennial did just enough on defense for that entire play to win the point.
A set point for the Colts, 24-12 here as A.J. Thrasingham has the serve. Thrasingham's serve is put into the net. The service error keeps the Phoenix alive in set number 2. Sending back number 10, Ben Wright to serve. Trying to keep Fleming alive here in set number 2 as Wright's serve. Played by Righetto. Rose is going to set, trying to get Thrasingham out of his reach, but he plays it over. A quick set into the middle, tipped over by Knight as the Colts try and go back the other way. Another
good tip
miss set, and it is a point for Zavoinovic. A good tip, a miss set from Rose, but Zavoinovic able to tip that over the block, and the Colts will win set number 2 by a score of 25-13. Before we head to break, we'll just announce the food drive is over. Unfortunately, the women's soccer team has left the building, so I have nobody to talk to up here in the stands. But they did give me an update before they left. The community here at Centennial College has raised 250-ish items is the number they have for the North York Harvest Food Bank. So we want to thank not only the women's soccer team for putting it on, but the community here at Centennial College and Fleming College for bringing all those wonderful items in support of a good cause. With that being said, we've got set number 3 coming your way after the break in 2 minutes' time. Welcome back inside. The Athletic and Wellness Center, Jack Middleton alongside Anthony Santia. Bringing you set number 3 as the Colts lead at 2-0. And I believe the whole bench is here for the Colts. The set goes quickly to Ducharme in the middle. We'll give you a little lineup update. We've got Omar Abdi in the game. Caden DeLorme now at libero as Pedro Casalado takes his libero jersey off and has a regular jersey on. He's on the floor. We do have the aforementioned Bosco Ducharme as well as Milan Zavojnovic. And I believe the setter now is Christian Don Ruiz. And if that name rings any bells, of course, his family member, Kristen Don Ruiz, is the setter for the women's team, so he'll hop in and set. But the error made there from Jeremiah Pepper at the net gives the point to the Colts and a 2-0 lead.
Quick start. I wasn't even able to say anything yet. It was already 2-0 Centennial.
I talk a lot for sure, Anthony. I'll tell you that.
It's okay. You're the main commentator.
Ruiz serve. It's a powerful one, but just out on the far side of the court. A service error from Ruiz gives Fleming's opening point to the Phoenix and a 2-1 early lead for the Colts. Back to serve for the Phoenix is Kieran Knight. He'll float it over the net. Casalado to Ruiz. He'll set to Zavojnovic. Powerful, but no touch at the net and out. So another point for the Phoenix.
And just like that, it's 2-2.
Knight serve. So nonchalant, and I love it as Casalado passes to Ruiz. It goes to Abdi, and what a kill on the far side by Omar Abdi.
He got up very high for that. Is this his debut for Centennial?
It is not. He played at Seneca.
Okay.
We made a little road trip to Seneca to watch. He played in a couple of the sets there, but he's playing well so far as that one's tipped over by the Phoenix and mishandled by DeLorme and Abdi, tying this game up at 3.
But this is his home debut, because I've never seen him play before.
We could say that. It's his home debut.
Well, what a way to endear yourself in the crowd by smashing one.
Casalado gets back to his roots from last year. But I believe there was a net touch. I didn't see the call, I'm not going to lie to you. But the Phoenix get the point anyways, take a 4-3 lead. The serve from Pepper is flung out on the far side of the court. And we go back and forth, tied at 4. So Bosco Ducharme has the serve for the Colts. Handled well by Hoskins. DeCote plays it far side to Pepper. But it's played over and out of reach of a diving Ducharme. Just miscommunication from Ducharme, Corapi, Casalado, everybody in the middle there, unable to keep that ball up. We'll send Calvin DeCote back to serve for the Phoenix. Rolls it over. A diving DeLorme takes it out of the hands of Omar Abdi, so another miscommunication error from, I guess you would say, the second unit from the Colts, the bench unit, whatever you want to call it, a little miscommunication from the two of them.
Well, yeah, that's fair saying the second unit. Well, unless if you want to say the unit that gets less time, less play time.
Ruiz is going to set it to Casalado. He gets way up in the air. Maybe a little rust he's got to shake off on his outside hitting. Off the hands of DeLorme. The Phoenix take the point, now have a 7-4 lead. DeLorme. Ruiz goes quickly to Corpy. He makes sure to get it over the net. Quickly tries to push back over his end whistle, blocked at the net. They'll reset to Pepper. It'll be a free ball. Zavojnovic to Ruiz, goes back set to Abdi. A little knuckleball off the hands of Abdi will fall in the middle of the Phoenix defense.
He's got some power and reach in his hands. Now let's see how he serves as well. Currently 7-5 Fleming in the third set.
Abdi plays it over. DeCote picks it up, goes quickly into the middle of the end whistle. He powers that into the net. So the Colts on a run of their own. Back to 7-6 Fleming. Homer Abdi on the serve. He'll float that just through the defense. A good leave there at the back from Pepper and Sarkol.
They actually have to jump out of the way to miss that ball.
And whistle back to serve. He'll roll it over. A powerful swing, but hammers it into the net, giving the Colts a point. We're back to a 1-point game, 8-7 for Fleming. And we get to see the first serve of the year from Pedro Casalado.
I was going to say, this doesn't seem too familiar for me.
Takes that libero jersey off, back to the outside hitter, and his serve is just inches from being perfect. An error from Pedro Casalado.
Yeah, well, you said it, inches from being in. That was very powerfully hit.
Ben Wright to serve for the Phoenix. He'll roll it up, handled by Casalado. Ruiz, quick set, trying to go to Corpy, still unable to time that. Tipped over by the Phoenix. Casalado, Ruiz goes to Casalado in the middle, a mistimed set one more time. Sarkol plays it in a free ball back for the Colts, but it'll be out. A miss hit on the free ball from the Phoenix, giving the Colts the point.
I love how casual he was, just letting that ball go out of play. He already knew it was going to drop and just kind of walked away after he did.
Corpy on the serve. Handled by DeCote, the quick set into the middle. Tonight played well. Ruiz sets Zavoinovic. It was blocked at the net, but they weren't tight to the net.
Fortunately for Fleming, it dropped down to the wrong side of the net. Current score is 9-9.
Corpy back to serve. He'll float that over the net, handled by DeCote. The set's going to go far side to Hoskins. Casalado with a good dig. Abdi, he'll set Zavoinovic at the net, and a good kill from Milan Zavoinovic.
Wow, that one got the crowd buzzing. And Centennial lead the third set, 10-9.
Michael Corpy, his serve, another good one, handled by Sarkol. Quick set, it looks like a two-touch, no call there. Ruiz will try and quickly set it over the net. He can't do it, he pushes that one into the net. I love everybody trying the two-touch push over the net, but Ruiz fires that to the tape.
Yeah, he seems like he just didn't get high enough to be able to get that ball over.
Hoskins serve. Ruiz got to go battle at the net. He can't do it. Jeremiah Pepper powers that one to the floor, and an 11-10 Fleming lead.
Yeah, that was a good slot from him.
Hoskins serve. Handled by Casalado. Quickly to Bosco. And a trickery play from Ducharme. Throws the left hand out there and swats that thing to the ground. A good little adjustment from Bosco Ducharme.
That was really cool.
So it's Christian Don Ruiz on the serve. Powerful serve. That one's in this time. DeCote. The set from Sarkol goes back to DeCote. Blocked at the net by Ducharme, Zavoinovic, Abdi. Everybody went up. Who gets this block? I believe that's Ducharme in the middle gets the block for the Colts. Ruiz serve, another powerful one, but it's rolled just a little bit too far. So the error by Ruiz gives the Phoenix a point. We're tied at 12 as a substitution for the Phoenix. Takes out Kieran Knight, and into the game is number 7, Noah Taylor. The serve handled by Delorme. Quick set goes to Abdi. His kill is put just a little bit too far. Good call down there by the ref.
Ooh. Very, very, very close. No one was occupying that space for Fleming, so he had just needed to get it in play, and it would have been a for sure point.
Serve handled again by Delorme. Ruiz quick sets to Casalado. He'll tip it over, and a smart play from Casalado to just tip that over the net and out of the reach of the Phoenix defenders.
Centennial is trying to get cheeky in this third set now.
That sub is pushed back out, so Taylor was just in to serve. Kieran Knight back into the game. And back to serve for the Colts is Milan Zavoinovic. He'll float that over. Off the hands of a diving Hoskins and an ace for Zavoinovic.
It's a great serve.
Serve from Zavoinovic. He'll float that over. Sarkol, the quick set out of the reach of the jumping Connor Entwistle. A little mistake between Entwistle and Ben Wright. Gives the Colts a 2-point lead. The set goes far side to Pepper. It's blocked at the net by Castellato and Ducharme, but unable to keep the ball in play as the Phoenix take the point. Back to serve is Jeremiah Pepper. The set comes to Abdi on the close side, and he's showing his worth, the big man with a powerful kill.
Right through the screens as well. Or I guess in volleyball it's block. Right through the block.
Bosco Ducharme on the serve for the Colts. Up by 2 in set number 3 as his serve is off the side of his hand and out of play. An error from Ducharme gives the Phoenix their 15th point.
16-15 Colts as they look to end it potentially in 3.
The serve from DeCoke, handled by Zavoinovic. Ruiz, quick set to Corpy, and it works this time. A good kill from Michael Corpy. Restores the 2-point lead.
Great serve from Abdi.
Phoenix going to play it over. Abdi keeps it alive. Ruiz sets far side to Castellato, and a good diving stop from Sarkol. The Phoenix will set Hoskins. Zavoinovic keeps it alive. Ruiz, he'll set Abdi. His kill is just out. A good leave at the back from DeCoke and Sarkol. Good back and forth between the two teams, but the Phoenix take the point. Back to serve for the Phoenix. It's Connor Entwistle. His serve is put into the net, so an error from Entwistle. And the Colts now lead 18-16. Castellato served a power from Castellato, but that is flagged correctly. It just didn't nick the line. That's what Pedro gives you. He is one, believe it or not, he's one of the best servers in the OCAA, but being a libero, he doesn't get to do it. Now that he doesn't have that jersey on, they got DeLorme on the court. He's able to push it, but just a little too far. Ruiz sets to Zavoinovic, is blocked at the net, kept alive. It's pushed back over and reset for the Colts. Castellato sets far side to Zavoinovic, it's blocked. Castellato keeps it alive. Zavoinovic to Abdi, he'll play it over. Sarkol, the set goes far side to Pepper, the lefty swings and Castellato keeps it alive. Ruiz goes quickly to Castellato. Powerful kill, but he does not stay in the back court for his jump. He just goes over the line. So the point goes to the Phoenix. It was a great kill from Castellato, but if you don't know, there's an orange line on the court that he's got to jump before, and he didn't do it on that play.
Yeah, his foot was slightly over the line. Very unfortunate.
Colts go quickly to Corpy. It's kept alive by Pepper. DeLorme with a nice save. Castellato set goes nowhere and over the net. So the Phoenix take the point and have their first lead.
You know for a fact Castellato feels very hard done by right now. He had his serve that he thought was an ace get called out, and then he jumped after the line. You know he's going through the emotions right now. And then, wow! almost saves that one as well. He's definitely going through it for sure.
The serve from Ben Wright is just out of the reach of Pedro Castellato. It's going to force Coach Jordan Timpson to take a timeout as the Fleming Phoenix leads set number 3, 20-18. Back inside the Athletic and Wellness Center as the Phoenix restart us with a serve from Ben Wright. Ruiz's set goes to Zavoinovic. Nowhere close. No tip at the net. It'll be a Phoenix point as they are now up by 3.
Fleming getting close to extending this to a 4th set.
Ben Wright on the serve. He'll roll that over. DeLorme. Ruiz goes far side to Zavoinovic off the block. Castellato keeps it alive. Ruiz back to Zavoinovic, and this time it works. A point for the Colts. I believe they call a net touch, but doesn't matter. A point to Zavoinovic no matter what.
It did look as if, I don't know if it was on Centennial's side or Fleming's side, but it did look as if the net did move.
Corpy on the serve. He'll float that over to Cope. Plays it. The set goes far side to Hoskins. Castellato keeps it alive and over the net. Sarkol. The set goes quickly and played out, but kept alive. The set goes to Zavoinovic and another net touch.
That was tipped.
And tipped at the net. No, it was tipped at the net, but they call a net touch no matter what.
Colts
another
point.
Colts point.
I'm thinking ace. What are you thinking?
It's a ballsy call. I like it. I think we just let the silence talk about what you just did there.
I think I need to retire. Oh, that was a bad one.
We gotta bring Zach Phillips back up here. You're just
Zach,
throwing
please.
it away.
They don't want me anymore.
Hoskins on the serve. Ruiz is going to tip it over Sarkol with a nice little fake as the ball lands out of play and a 23-20 Phoenix lead, trying to extend this game.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think Centennial's going to call a timeout very soon.
Forces Timpson to call his timeout. The Colts' second unit trying to put this one away, but a 3-point Fleming lead late in set number 3. Back inside the Athletic and Wellness Center as Hunter Hoskins gets us restarted. Castellato with the dig to Ducharme, and a nice diving save by Sarkol as the ball spins out of the hands, put into the rafters by DeCoke as the Colts take a really big point. They got to stop the run from the Phoenix, take the ball back. They're down by 2. Christian Don Ruiz serving for the Colts. Ruiz's serve handled by Hoskins. The set's going to go quickly in the middle tonight. Nobody there. Ruiz, Castellato goes to Zavoinovic, blocked at the net. One more time. Ruiz goes to Abdi this time. It looks like it was off the hands of the block, and it'll be a Colts point.
Good catch. I did not catch that.
Just the way that ball spun sideways off the hands of the block, it looked like it was touched. It was indeed touched, so the Colts take the point. Down by 1 now. Still, of course, serving is Christian Don Ruiz. His serve, Sarkol handles it. The quick set, way out of the reach of DeCote, and a couple errors from the Phoenix. Ties this game and forces a timeout from Jordan Ross. The Phoenix have to stop the bleeding if they're looking to extend this game, as now we are tied at 23 in set number 3. A quick timeout from the Fleming Phoenix, as we are now tied at 23 in set number 3. The Phoenix fans are counting at lightning speed down there, trying to throw off Ruiz as the set goes to DeCote, out of his reach one more time, and the Colts push it to match point, and another timeout for the Fleming Phoenix, trying to elongate this game as the Colts have match point on the other side of our break. Back inside the Athletic and Wellness Center as the Colts aim to end this game in 3 straight sets as Christian Don Ruiz on the serve. Ruiz's serve, handled by DeCote, not well though as the Colts have a chance. Ruiz sets far side to Zavoinovic, a good kill, ends this one in 3 sets. What a powerful kill from Milan Zavoinovic.
What a way to end it. Let's watch the replay here as he just said, I'm not going to a 4th set. Bang.
So that
was a bullet.
That second unit of the Colts pays dividends as they end this game in 3 straight sets and ends the first semester of Centennial Colts play on a high note as both the men's and women's team win their games here today against the Fleming Phoenix. The Colts will move to 10-1. They'll join the Georgian Grizzlies and hop up to first place in the Eastern Division, heading into semester number 2, while the Fleming Phoenix will fall to 1-10 at the bottom of the standings. Anthony, any final words to say before we end this one?
What an electric way to end it. Seriously, Centennial they were really pushing their luck with using the second unit during this third set. But at the end of the day, I think the coaches got through their heads, look, like we don't want to play a fourth set. Like you guys got to get it done or else we're going to have to start making some swaps. And ultimately it worked.
So, like we mentioned, the Colts moved to 10-1. They finished the first semester in first place in the Eastern Division. The next time you'll see us here on ColtsNet Live will be January 8th. Back here at the Athletic and Wellness Center when both the men's and women's volleyball teams will play host to the Loyalist Lancers. The women's game will be at 6 o'clock and the men's game following at approximately 8 o'clock. Anthony, there's really not much else to say. A good first half of the season for not only the volleyball teams but the basketball teams as well. Got some good sports here in the indoor portion of the season, hoping for some better sports and some playoff action in semester number 2.
That'll be fun calling playoff games.
I can't wait. I haven't had a voice all week, and I bet you I wouldn't after a playoff game. But there's nothing else to say here on ColtsNet. My name's Jack Middleton. I'm alongside Anthony Santia and for producer Leo Solorzano. Thank you for joining us here on ColtsNet Live. We hope you have a happy and safe holidays.